Engineering Management. Like, share and subscribe. First we will discuss about the classification of engineering material with the help of the table. So basically engineering material is classified in two broad categories. First, metals and second, non-metals. In metals such as iron, steel, aluminium, copper, gold, silver, nickel, etc. So these all are called as the metals. Non-metals such as ceramics, glass, plastic, rubber, timber, diamond, etc. Metals further classified in two different categories: ferrous metals and non-ferrous metals. Ferrous metals, iron as the main constituent, whereas in case of non-ferrous metal, it is exactly opposite to that one. That means iron is not as main constituent. Ferrous metals further classified in three different categories: cast iron, wrought iron and steel. Further, cast iron is classified in different categories like as grey cast iron, white cast iron, malleable cast iron and nodular, or sometimes it is called as the ductile cast iron. Wrought iron is not classified in the further categories. Steel is further classified in four different categories: low carbon steel, medium carbon steel, high carbon steel and alloy steel. In case of non-ferrous metals, we can say aluminium, copper, zinc, lead, tin, gold, etc. So this is the broad classification of the different engineering materials. So let's start in details about the different engineering material. So let's start with the metals and then we will discuss about the non-metals. Metals. They are mostly opaque, hard, heavy, ductile and luster. They are good conductor of heat and electricity. Alloys are obtained by mixing or melting two or more metals in order to improve properties of materials. So this is the brief description of the metals. Now, so already we have discussed about this table, and in this slide we have discussed about the metals. Now it's turn for the non-metals. They do not contain metal in their composition. They are less ductile. They are poor conductor of heat and electricity. So here look at the properties of the metals. They are good conductor of heat and electricity, whereas non-metals are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Now, once again we have completed so far about the metals and non-metals. Now it's turn for the ferrous and non-ferrous. So let's start from the ferrous metal. So all metallic materials having iron as their main constituent are known as ferrous materials. Other materials like carbon, manganese, phosphorus, sulfur, etc. exist in various proportion in very small quantity in the ferrous metal. Now it's turn for the non-ferrous material. Those metallic materials which do not contain iron as their main constituents are known as non-ferrous metals. So here look at once again, for the ferrous, iron as their main constituent, whereas for the non-ferrous, iron is not as the main constituents. So this is the brief description of the ferrous and non-ferrous, and in the next video we will discuss about the types of the cast iron and types of the steels.